Alright, how is everybody doing? My name is AKRX, and I just decided to do a quick update video on a variety of things, mostly to do with my work on modeling. Now, other videos will come in the future, whenever I have time to either bring people on and get to record and sit down for it. So right now everybody's busy. Academia year starting, so there's people either teaching or working, whatever, going to university, colleges, schools, so there's gonna be stuff going on, and of course life gets in the way. But regardless, let's get into this. So right here I have my Etsy store, which is now updated with all of the currently available positions. Most of them fresher ones are of course these 1:20 scale pieces that I have for sale. All of these, by the way, are model kits. They do not come here as painted models, so I might let me know in the comments, maybe I should include a separate entry and just create a separate category, just put them as kits, or maybe put them separately as finished models. So let me know what you think about that. And of course, some of these I wanted to specifically bring your attention to. This one, a Echinocephalus, for example, if you just quickly open that up, it's gonna get discontinued by the end of the year for sure. So there are still a couple of people who I heard want it. So I would advise to get it before the end of 2020. I'm gonna keep it around for that much longer, and until then you still have time. It's £80 for the kit, and of course it's gonna be more for the finished model, so you'll have to contact me in person, in private, to make an inquiry. Now this one here, don't get it confused, that doesn't cost £1, and the reason why I put it there is just so that it actually becomes visible here for people who can see this. But there's a link to Indiegogo campaign here, so it's an information only page. It's just to get people to understand that this is where it is, but of course this page will be updated. And this brings me to the next piece of news right here. As you can see, 118% of £500, so yes, the campaign was a success a couple days ago. It's 17 days still to go, and I have updated a few perks, the ones that I could anyway, because those that have been already committed, I don't want to, mess around with them, because people already made their pledges. But in some cases I just dropped a few things. For example, these very small discount vouchers, I have brought them down a little bit, and everything else is pretty much all the same. And as you can see, some of the major stuff has been sold out, like the Diamond VIP voucher, Platinum VIP voucher, the kit with the VIP voucher as well. That was the top tier donation, one of the kind, so that's been sold out. And I've still got a few. I've got one here that's been sold, but there's still 4 more you can get. If you want a kit for a pre-order and build it yourself, you can still get it. And then of course it's the 10% VIP voucher with a kit, only £10 more, and you can get it as well. But that's only one available, so you have to bear in mind it's only one kind of this one, so you will not be able to get it once it's out, just like these ones here. And then of course we have the painted model with just a one-off discount included here, which should be 15%. And that's it. So that's for the Indiegogo campaign. It's gone pretty well. It could have gone, I think, better, but we still have not finished, so we have to wait until all the days are done. That is definitely more than enough for me to cover all of the expenses and get all of my money back for everything that I haven't, already paid for. So that's great. That was the main purpose, is to get all the money back, and also to be able to fund the production that's been achieved. And I believe I may have earned a couple pennies on top just from selling the kit from the options below. So that's all great. Now let's go into other things maybe, and I will show you some of the things that I'm currently planning. So right here, as you can see, these are the pterosaur heads. From top to the bottom, we've got Hatzegopteryx, then we've got Quetzalcoatlus, and we've got Aramborgiania, whatever you pronounce it as, and they are all just different head options that you can get for this kit. It's because they are estimated to be roughly the same size overall, and maybe some of their internal anatomical differences, whatever they may have, once we of course discover more evidence for them, because they are still quite fragmentary, some of them at least. So I just decided to simply use this as a way to swap the heads, and you can just build them in this walk pose, and you can get all three. And I believe we may actually launch another Indiegogo campaign for this one, but I have not decided yet how I'm gonna do it and whether I'm gonna do it or not, so we'll have to wait and see, but I think we might. And now here we got a dinosuuki, so that's when it was mostly available before I cut it up to pieces for the kit, and that's what it will be pretty much once the kit is gonna be made. And I'll need to update it, because apparently there's been a paper describing a new reconstruction with that bigger nose bump on the tip of the snout here on the dinosuuki, so I might have to update it first before I make any molds and casts for it, so that will come a bit later. And next one, that one is finished, but I need to mold and cast it. It's a Montana's darko, however you pronounce it, with a bit of a base going on here, so you can put a plastic or a metal rod anywhere on this so that you can rest it. You can put whatever height you want as well, depending on how high you want to sit it. And of course I decided to use some of the real life counterparts of these rocks and branches so that I can make them look a lot more natural when I mold the base. And of course the creature itself right here, I am still deciding how I'm gonna do that. I might probably split it at the neck, so we'll see what happens, but I digress. And just wanted to say this is gonna be available soon as well. It's not gonna be an expensive kit, $55 for a kit, and it's relatively small as well, 13 centimeters roughly, 13 or 14 in wingspan, which is not that big, and that's what makes it great. And of course, some work in progress here. Of course, don't be fooled by the relative lack of proportion, because they are only just armatures to get a guide of where I want to place things. So from the back we have some of the shape outlined for a Magyarosaurus, and I'm still working on it, of course. And then we got Anzu, so that's gonna come as well for those especially who like feathered dinosaurs. That's gonna be a thing for you, I hope. You will like that, and I'm looking forward to finishing it as well. It sounds like it's gonna be a great model kit. Not a big one either, so all of them are relatively small, which makes them really great and makes them more affordable. And of course, Pachycephalosaurus right at the front. I am remaking this bottom part. I'm keeping the arms from the previous version that I've made and keeping the base, but I wanted to remake the body and the legs and tail because I wanted to give it a nicer detailing, because my previous detailing work on this dino was kind of meh in comparison. So I'm gonna update it a little bit. I'm happy with the head though, so I'll keep the head as it is. And I suppose there is that. That's all the news for today. And of course, make sure you guys go on to support the Indiegogo campaign. You still have availability here for the kits if you want one. Now that the campaign is successful, it means that it's not going anywhere until I decide to shut it down. So all of these things, once they sell out, or if I introduce another item, which I probably won't do, but might do, we never know. I'm not gonna go look ahead that far yet. But let's say, once this is sold out, I will end the campaign there, but at that point, you will have all of these things available to you, and we don't have to worry about it going anywhere. Unless, of course, it sells out, in which case, then you miss the opportunity to get it with a discount. But, as I said, all of this is right here for you, and let me know if you want one, and of course, make sure you donate anyway, and that would be great, guys. We have gone quite a bit, baby steps, but we're getting there, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, join the Discord server, and I'll speak to you guys soon with more updates and with more content, hopefully.